Hello folks, welcome back to my channel. Zion Williamson has not played this NBA season, and his physical condition is a ticking time bomb. Although he briefly participated in full practice last week, Zion's return was delayed due to discomfort in his surgically repaired right foot. The New Orleans Pelicans are keeping an eye on Zion Williamson. According to Bleacher Report, Williamson is dealing with weight issues as the 2021 to 2022 NBA season begins. He has reportedly reached north of 300 pounds, which is similar to the months leading up to his rookie debut, when Williamson was with the Pelicans for a recent preseason trip to Minnesota. The listed weight was set at 284 pounds. These are the injuries you have to be the most concerned about. A foot injury for a guy with noted weight issues. One Western Conference executive told Bleacher Report. Along with Williamson's weight, he's dealing with a foot injury. Wand will not appear in the Pelicans' season opener against the Philadelphia 76ers on Wednesday. Earlier in this year, Williamson talked about his health. "I do think there is another gear that I can reach regarding my weight and conditioning," Williamson told the Old Man and the 3 podcast in March. "But I think it's like you said, it's finding it, because I don't want to get to a spot where I'm like, yeah, I lost a lot of weight, but I don't feel strong. I can't do certain things I would do before. I think it's just finding it. I do think there is another gear I can reach regarding both weight and conditioning." Here is a look at fans reacting to Williamson's weight gain. After remaining out of NBA court for over 6 months, Zion Williamson is about to make his season debut, and the New Orleans team wants to ensure that the budding star gets back in shape. According to a New York Post report, the basketball team's front office has directed its cooking staff to tend to his needs and change culinary practices to fit his diet plans. They have changed members of the staff and even changed some of their culinary practices in an attempt to support him, New York Post reported, citing ESPN on Friday. Although details about the changes in diet have remained unspecified, the 21-year-old basketball player has remained in conversation in the past few months. However, not for the right reasons. As per Sports Rush, Zion had not played a game since May this year after he underwent off-season foot surgery. The young player had a great 2020-21 season, although he continued to struggle with injuries. He was also trolled online with names like Zanos as photos of him went viral for looking heavier than usual. Pelicans are in full ahead to make a smashing comeback for the enthusiastic basketball player, who was ranked number 1 in the 2019 NBA draft. The Sports Rush said, as per the same report, the NBA has never witnessed such hype around a rookie since LeBron James. Pelicans trying to keep Williamson in shape. Zion fractured the 5th metatarsal bone in his right foot sometime in summer this year. It was revealed by New Orleans Pelicans not until late September, adding that he should be ready for the season opening. NY Post added, during the period, Williamson has missed 17 games, which included 14 losses by the Pelicans. Meanwhile, with quite a recovery from his injury, Williamson has been cleared to participate in contact drills, beginning with one-on-one workouts. Owing to inaction, Williamson in his recent appearance looked heftier than listed 284 pounds. As it appears, he was probably unable to work out due to a fractured foot, but as the Pelicans are trying to do their part, the star player is expected to return to the court soon. NY Post added, "It's no longer considered appropriate or acceptable to empty out our darkest thoughts and publicly aim them at athletes. Jeers about gender or race are rarely tolerated, and directing crude language at an athlete can get a fan ban from an NBA arena. But somehow, lost in this progress, fat shaming is still okay in sports discussion, as long as the target is male and wealthy. It's okay when New York Knicks legend and color commentator Walt Frazier points out to the viewing audience how Zion has picked up some weight and needs to lose it, because he's just being real. And it's funny when TNT's Inside the NBA crew cues up Charles Barkley for a scripted roast about Zion's size, because on the other side of the set Shaquille O'Neal melts into laughter. It's generally accepted that we need to respect an athlete's mental health. So why is it still open season for fat jokes? Trust that women and their bodies still face an unhealthy amount of scrutiny, but the difference between a sports commentator who would dare mention a woman's weight in a derogatory manner and one who would spotlight an overweight male athlete is stark. Last year, a broadcaster's comments about a female runner's body type drew rebuke, and the WNBA takes protecting women's bodies so seriously. This past season, the league issued a fine and suspended Connecticut Sun coach Kurt Miller for 1 game for making disparaging comments about the weight of Liz Cambage, the Las Vegas Aces star center. But the ceaseless comments about Williamson's size are echoed in front of national television audiences, and there's an even greater din of noise on social media, where anyone with two thumbs and an opinion can be a licensed nutritionist. Someone commented that Williamson looked like the Michelin Man. Such a predictable response falls in line with other unimaginative takes and inquiries from fans. Will Guillory, who covers the Pelicans for The Athletic, told me he has received the same question from fans every day. How much does Zion weigh? But Pelicans fans aren't the only ones obsessed about the scale. As Guillory sat on press row, he said a Wizards fan leaned in and asked him, "Why is Zion so chunky?" Zion has said he needs to reach another gear in his conditioning and weight, but he also has acknowledged that as a youth he once gained 100 pounds in less than 2 years. The natural and intense ways in which he gains weight and strength. A team executive once bragged how Zion put on 8 pounds of muscle after 1 week of workouts are what make him different from the average NBA player. But Williamson, 21, has not done himself many favors. It doesn't help that he is featured in a commercial lounging, playing video games and endorsing a sugary drink. As a highly paid professional athlete and a rising star of the league who also appears in the NBA 75th anniversary spot shattering a backboard, Williamson has a responsibility to his franchise and himself to get into shape and maintain his fitness to ensure a career of longevity. But oversimplifying his appearance as a sign of laziness or lack of self-control does not take into account the emotional, mental, and genetic reasons some people pack on the pounds. If Zion needs months to rehabilitate and get into shape, then it's fair game to examine his motivations as a professional athlete. But too many of his critics have wielded meanness as their message. Theirs isn't constructive criticism, just another shameful example that, for some sports fans, landing a joke is more important than delivering respect. Williamson has suffered several relapses and has set off all the alarms about his fitness. First, the center announced that he had undergone foot surgery over the summer without notifying any member of the Pelicans. That injury forced him to miss the start of the season, and he still has no return date. The second issue of concern for the Pelicans is Williamson's weight. According to Bleacher Report, Zion has come close to 300 pounds over the summer and has appeared at Pelicans training camp with 11 kilos more than in his rookie season, reaching 129. The latest picture, which went around the world, has set off alarm bells for NBA fans, mainly because Zion could be one of the figures of the next decade. This is all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, then leave a like, and if you are new, then don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for the future updates. See you till the next video. Thank you for watching.